Right, it's World Radio Day. The SABC's 3 Limpopo-based radio stations play a big role in ensuring social cohesion. How so? Let's find out. Bring in SABC News reporter Pimani Baloyi. She's live for us at the University of Venda for an update on this story. So talk to us, Pimani, with regards to the role radio plays in fostering social cohesion here in South Africa.
Good afternoon, Blaine. Indeed, this is what we're being told by the SABC staff that is carrying out this smallcast, Blaine. As I said it earlier, there's a smallcast running on 3 radio stations here in Limpopo, Munganalonene, Thobela FM and Palapala, which the stations say they actually have a combined listenership of about 5 million, which right now they are celebrating World Radio Day by broadcasting to all of them. We are going to speak to the business manager of the SABC in Limpopo, Mr. Madikana Machila, to talk more about that social cohesion. Mr. Machila, before we get to social cohesion, let's talk about the logistical arrangement and the technology that it takes for these 3 radio stations to run one program for an hour, and especially outside of the offices of the SABC.
Look, it's a break moment for us. I mean, if you look at radio, the past couple of years, 50, 60 years back, if you look at the history of these radio stations, this is something that we could not do. So we're trying to sort of show that while we celebrate radio, there are a number of things that we do in the SABC, particularly in Mongana, Palapala and Thobela FM. And the way we do this is make sure that in as much as we deliver on the public service mandate, we also brag because we sell media services, we sell to stakeholders, we sell to advertisers. So you just want to show people also that it's possible that we can, just walk out of our offices and set up in your own backyard and actually run radio services and make sure that we celebrate this medium to the fullest, to the full might of what radio is. So it didn't come cheap, it didn't come easy, but we're just trying to show you that it is possible with the SABC, with the might of these brands, with the rich history of broadcasting, with the development that you've seen in terms of technology also in the SABC, we are able to just walk out of the offices and set up anywhere else that you want to be. You're seeing here the coming together of different SABC units, the technology team, the logistics team, the news team. I mean, yourselves, you guys are here. And you also have the different services in terms of our platforms. This is Munganalona and Palapala and Thobela FM coming together at a production level, something that you don't see in the daily operations of the stations.
But we've also seen, talking about social cohesion, in recent years, this is not the first program that the 3 stations are running together. Take us through about this aim to bring them together and unite your listenership.
Look, you and I cannot run away from the fact that this province in particular has been battling issues of social cohesion. I mean, this is one of the provinces in this country where you have a lot of issues on tribalism and all of that. And we've seen that with the coming together of the broadcast services, particularly the fact that, the SABC Limpopo combo, Munganalonene, Palapala and Thobela FM, both for the highest listenerships in this province and the other provinces where you find us. So it's easy for us to connect with the different communities, different people, and show that message of togetherness. Like I said, now you're seeing a collaboration of different teams in the SABC. Now you're seeing a collaboration of different programming teams across the 3 radio stations, giving you one show, 3 different languages. I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that? Who wouldn't love hearing Sitsonga once once in a while on Thobela, Sepedi, also on Mungana, and then maybe a little bit of Sitsonga and Sepedi also on Parapar. But it also shows in terms of research, if you look at our listenership now, in terms of the secondary languages across these 3 radio stations, it's these same languages that you find in Limpopo. So back in the days, you'll have Palapala's first language being Sitsonga, Chivenda, and then the second one being Sitsonga. Now you have Sepedi. The same also with Munganalonen, where you have Sitsonga and the second language is Sepedi. So we see that as an opportunity for us to collaborate even better, across the different tribal groups, across the different religious groups, and across the province and the different other provinces where you have Batsonga, Bapedi, and Venda. Yeah.
But today is World Radio Day. Let's talk about the significance of this medium that is found in so many households.
For the past 57 years with Munganalone and Palapala FM, you've had audio services, broadcast audio services, you've had information. I love this year's theme, on trust. You see, the fact that you would be hearing stuff all over where you would be, and then you can just quickly go and listen to a radio station just so you can hear if that information that you're hearing is reliable, is truthful. That signifies radio. You know, the past number of years, the only level of authenticity, reliability, truth, wellness, trustness you could only get from a radio station. Even now, if you look at your audience research and your viewership research, you still see that radio is the most preferred medium in terms of communication, in terms of information. It's also one of those best, most simplistic form of broadcast services, because it's not that expensive for us to set up in this kind of an environment. But also, it's cheaper for people to buy radio. Now we're migrating to digital. Your cell phones, your simple decoder, even if it's a sort of decoder from government, gives you the number of radio services that are there. And we pride ourselves at the SABC that we are able, across our different brands, to collaborate and celebrate the big issues of social cohesion, nation building as the SABC.
And I understand there's also a move towards working more with academia. You are at Univen today, but you are also at the University of Limpopo a while back. Take us through about your strategies working with academia.
Look, we have a number of stakeholders, and one of those are those that are sitting in academia. I mean, they train the number of people that you have at our different broadcast services. You totally agree with me that for you to have a journalist working for the SABC, this has to be a well-trained, qualified journalist. So without forging these relationships with these two big institutions when it comes to academia in the province, then we may be losing a lot of touch in terms of where we are going. But also, we are radio stations that broadcast in an African language, Sitsonga, Venda, and Sepedi. And these universities, this one in particular, has a language department that offers these languages. For us to grow, for us to improve our delivery, we need to make sure that we preserve our culture, our cultural heritage. And the one way of doing that is also ensuring that we improve on language. So we can't improve on language because we are not language specialists. We just deliver a service. So partnering with the different institutions give us that opportunity to actually improve on the work that we do, which is delivering on the public service mandate.
Thank you so much, Mr. Majila. We'll be bringing in the spokesperson of the University of Venda now to speak more about how they feel about this partnership, Mr. Takarani Zaga. Bozaga, this program is running here. As a university, your students are part of this program, and the aim is to ensure that they learn a thing or two about radio broadcast. As a university, how are you feeling about this?
As the University of Venda, we are so excited to host SABC to celebrate World Radio Day on campus, more especially considering the fact that as the university we do have of course a radio station, Univen FM, and we do have a media studies department which offers programs related to media studies, and this will be a great exposure to our students who are registered for media studies program.
Thank you so much, Bozaga. But take me through about your programs that are offering radio. Mr. Majila is talking about they need journalists, the next generation of media professionals to be coming from here. Take us through about what it means for these selected students who got to be part of this program.
As I've indicated earlier on, we have no doubt that this will inspire our students who are doing media studies on campus, and we are also hopeful that it will ensure that they improve their performance in class. And I should also indicate that this is also going to enhance what they are doing because apart from academic programs, as I've indicated earlier on, we do have Univen FM where our students also get exposure about the field of work. So we are confident that this will add a lot of value to our students at the institution.
Thank you so much, Bozaga. Blaine, I must add, this production it seems like a big production which includes a lot of personnel from the SABC, from your technical producers, from your presenters. Right now we have 3 presenters behind me, one from Munganalonene FM, another from Tobela FM, and another from from Palapala who are presenting behind me. But as you can see, there's a lot of other people who are ensuring that, the machines are able to connect. They are able to connect to the studio and ensuring that the broadcast is as clear as they need it to be. You can see behind me, Blaine, it's not just the three presenters that are sitting there, but there are also other producers. You have your content producers, your technical producers, and as Mr. Machila was saying, they need to ensure that the learners, that the students that are sitting around here are inspired to become one of these producers or presenters, to show that radio production is not just about the voice behind the mic, but there's so many other career prospects that students can become. But Blaine, I'm gonna hand back to studio. We are in the last 5 minutes of this broadcast, and as you can see behind me, it's getting quite exciting.
All right, Pimani Baloyi, live for us there in Limpopo. Thank you very much indeed for your reporting.